All right, guys. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday.
Yep.
We're going to go through about 6 different items just to keep everybody up to date.
Yep.
The very first thing is City Council is tomorrow. What time is City Council?
5:30.
5:30 at the Upper Lodge in Mount Shasta Headwaters Park. Upper Lodge, 5:30. I know we already wrote down a few points that we already want to bring up, but it won't be on tonight's little memo. That'll be for over there.
So for anybody who hasn't been before, or maybe it's been a while, you don't remember, the cool thing about City Council is they post the agenda ahead of time, so you know what's already on the list of what they're talking about, what they're voting on, and then anything that's not on the agenda. They have open comment from the public at the very beginning of the meeting. You get 3 minutes. If there's something else that you need to bring to their attention, or feel like it's something that needs to get on the agenda, that's your open mic to stand up and just talk about whatever you think is important. So we always encourage people to come because it's a great time to share with them, because they have open ears, they want to hear. So yeah, you have open mic to share whatever it is
Any
that's
topic
important that's
the
not on
schedule.
the agenda, and then the stuff that is on the agenda, each one of those items, they talk about it, and there's also public comment open for each item on the agenda as well. So you can come and talk about whatever you want, and then if you have a comment on every single thing they're doing, you can get up every single time and talk. It's your opportunity
like we told a
to
sister
talk
at the community dinner, and she had a concern about a friend that was homeless or houseless, and then
she wanted to know, where can they put these people when it's really cold out? Do we have any emergency shelter area? She wanted to know. I had some thoughts, but I wasn't totally sure, so I told her come to the meeting, and she did. She showed up to the last one, and she asked, and she got connected with the chief of police, and they've been working on things since.
So was either the last this Wednesday or next week Wednesday. She has a little one-on-one with the chief, and there's solutions in Wairika, and there's transportation. But nobody knows that.
But Anastasia's going to find out because she showed up and asked. So they're very receptive. They want to help. So they just don't always know everything that everyone needs to know about, because they handle a lot of stuff, and they just assume that people know or figure out how to get stuff, or they do their best to get out information. But again, this is an opportunity to show up and ask. And then, of course, always at our dinners is an opportunity to talk. And then
same thing with Planning Commission.
And then also that leads us into the next one.
Well, we kind of skipped today, so that's tomorrow. That's Monday, but today is Sunday, and at church we thank you to Melissa, who did the photos for us and her little family online. That was super awesome.
Yeah.
And then what's that little family we met at coffee? Remember
that we met at coffee?
Yeah. What's her name and the husband?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh. Sorry. We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
We talked to a lot of people. We have it some more in the messages, I'm sure. Yeah.
But that was a really cool connect. And so
she's got some experience with grants, so she offered to give us some
proofread, mentorship, help. So appreciate everybody that's in church that came over today to help move things along. And then tomorrow night is Monday night City Council. And then the next day is Tuesday. What's happening Tuesday morning?
Tuesday is the 27th. So that's where I had my nice little segue. I was like, and that lead us to the next item on the list, which is the other opportunity to ask questions. Is with the mayor. Casey's having coffee with the mayor on Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. at Seven Sons.
8 a.m. Seven Sons. Meet the mayor, have coffee.
Yep. So for anyone that has thought that they can't come to our dinners because the $25 is in the way, then show up at Seven Sons and sit down with the mayor and ask him questions and talk to him there.
Free.
Of course, it'd be awesome if you patronize Seven Sons, because they're a business and they're trying to help the community and run a successful business. So of course.
And they have the best breakfast burritos too.
So they do, and they have good coffee.
And they have the best carrot cake. And I know that one sister that comes over and does it, because that carrot cake is bomb.
Yeah, it is good.
Okay. So go see the mayor.
Yeah, so go see the mayor.
8 a.m.
And then also Tuesday.
In my neck of the woods in Wairika.
Yeah, in North County. Wairika is having a meeting.
Read that.
Yeah, I will read.
Because many of you guys are from Wairika that came all the way to the community dinner in carpools.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you go to the City of Wairika Facebook page, you'll figure that they posted this.
Yeah. So there's a public meeting notice because City of Wairika wants to hear from you. So
Weird.
they want you to come and share your ideas about the community's future. They're exploring funding opportunities through CDBG, which is a grant program for community development. So if you have ideas as a resident about housing and community development needs
and community development needs,
Mhm. So what's cool is there's 2 opportunities for you to come because we know people are juggling a lot of things just
sure.
like us. So there's a public meeting on Tuesday the 27th at 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Tuesday.
And that's at the Wairika Community Resource Center at 201 South Broadway. Then, if you don't get off work that early, or if you don't have childcare, which I mean, I think it's fine for you to bring kids too, but
for sure, bring the kids.
if you can't go unless you can bring the kids, then bring the kids because it's for community. So
kids gotta learn anyway.
Yeah, it's important for the kids to learn too. So if you can't make it at 3 p.m. on Tuesday for whatever reason, there's another opportunity, which is a public hearing, which is Tuesday, February 3rd at 6:30 p.m.
1 week later.
And that's going to be at Wairika City Hall, which is 701 4th Street in Wairika.
6:30 p.m. for February 3rd.
So 2 chances. If you can't make it in the afternoon, then maybe you can make it the evening the next week. So they really want your input. It says, help us identify services, facilities, and infrastructure improvements that will make Wairika an even better place to live. And if you can't make either of those times, you can also submit written comments to the City of Wairika at 701 4th Street, Wairika 96097. Or you can also contact Juliana Lucchesi. I hope I said that right. Lucchesi. JLUCCHESI at wairikaca.gov. There's also a phone number 530-841-2324 by noon on February 23rd. Oh, and
February
also
3rd.
If you need any special accommodations, then you can contact them 3 days before the meeting or 48 hours before the hearing, and they'll do their best to accommodate whatever special accommodations you need.
So for everybody that's in Wairika, now I work in Wairika, so if there's some magical way that I can make it, Aria's going to hang out here in Mount Shasta. No guarantees that we can actually make it, but I'm sure that about 99% of you guys had no clue that the City of Wairika was doing this at all.
Right. So it's good they posted an announcement. They want public input,
They want you.
And that's what we've seen so far in Mount Shasta too. They want community input because they really do want to do things that are helpful for the community, as many people as possible. So otherwise they can only do their best just guessing based on what they see and what they hear. But if you show up, then you can tell them exactly what it is. If you show up
in droves,
oh yeah, then they really know.
That's the whole key. Right now you got 0 people in the audience and 5 board members, volunteers getting paid $200 a month just for the gas for them to come volunteer as a city council, doing the very best that they can. So God bless them. But it's a lot easier if our kids wasn't wrestling on the ground, making noise and
super
whispering.
Distracting. Yeah.
Go on. Go
do something else.
Go.
All right. Yeah. So Wairika wants your input for community development. What else do we have?
Band practice is Wednesday, so we're booked. So sorry, we can't take any Zoom calls on Wednesday. I play in church on Sunday, so we have band practice on Wednesday. On Saturday.
On Saturday, we have we're having a lunch with our grant writing people, all the people that we've talked to that are interested in either helping us look for grants or they just want to learn about finding and writing grants. So we have a little team of people that we're assembling quite a little group of people now.
Thank you, Laurel, for coming in and texting tonight that she wants to join the grant writing thing on Saturday lunch at noon here in Mount Shasta. If anybody else would like to join the grant writing team
Let
for
us know.
affordable housing grants so that we can help the whole county,
Mm-hmm.
not just Mount Shasta,
Mm-hmm.
but our little team is growing, and by spring and summer, it's going to be double digits. And so thank you and welcome to Laurel.
Mm-hmm.
And then thank you for, we didn't really write over here, but what happened on Friday?
Oh yeah, last Friday we had a nice meeting. We went out to Lake Shastina,
Lake Shastina.
and we met some of our new friends out there
Awesome
that we
friends.
met. I think we met all of them at the dinner, the
Yeah.
last dinner. So that was really good. We had a group of people, and they didn't even know that we were going to make that announcement about the property that we got in Lake Shastina.
Yeah, right.
So that was pretty cool because we had a little group. It was like 5 people that
Yeah.
came from Shastina.
Yeah.
And then hey, lo and behold, that's where that property we just got is. So so we're all kind of brainstorming and masterminding together, like for the property we have, and then also for the properties that they have as well, and see, between all of us, what kind of projects can we create, what kind of things can we do. So we're exploring a lot of interesting ideas.
Yeah. So anybody else that's in Lake Shastina, family, friends, we probably have 10 friends that's already there.
Yeah, we have quite a few.
We just haven't organized them yet. We just had a small private meeting. We walked all the land. We talked about all the potentials. And so we are doing a 2-prong approach. One is tiny houses on wheels in Mount Shasta. That is, the tiny house village is our big priority. But also, tiny houses is not county wide
yet.
But it's coming.
It's gotta be.
It's coming. And so we got donated a piece of land in Lake Shastina, which helps us to move towards the county. And so we're doing a 2-prong approach. So there's a couple comments in there thinking that, oh, you guys are moving off to Lake Shastina.
No,
and you
we're not.
All about Mount Shasta, where you live.
Right, where we actually live. No, that's not a thing. Where the thing is already passed, and we have the least.
No, where we have the ends of
what's
going
roadblocks,
on in the city,
right?
in the
Where we have the
planning,
where we've done the most work, so we know the people that are.
No.
I mean, we definitely want to move that mountain too. We just, this property fell in our lap, so Lake Shastina is a thing because we got that property there. So
just to give you a really rough guesstimate is that Mount Shasta has tiny houses on wheels approved. The rest of the county and all other cities does not. And so what we are doing is pressing with our friends in the community dinner to take the tiny house ordinance to their city planning and put it on the agenda. Once you put it on the agenda, we can organize 30 people and come on down
and come talk about why it's important.
Push, so they can make a recommendation for the first reading for their city council and get it passed. 30 more people, and then a month later, the second reading of each city. Now, another city finally has their own tiny house ordinance. That's how long it takes. It's not a fast little thing.
Right.
One city at a time, and it finally moves off to the county. Well, how long do you think that's going to take? A little while.
Who knows?
So if you got a magical piece of land given to you from the county, what would you have to do right now? Either one, go get the county to approve tiny houses on wheels, which is a very, process. Or 2, start constructing single family homes and using state and county laws to rent out the house, rent out a junior ADU, and rent out an ADU below market price to 3 different little families. And then at the end of the year, it still turns a small, tiny profit that we can turn it into the next piece of land and build another house, rent another 3 families, build it. And so that's where we're going. We're doing both at the same time. We're pushing tiny house ordinances through each little city and building single family houses and renting it to 3 different families below market price, turning a profit and running copy paste and run it through the rest of the county. And eventually, we'll get affordable housing through the whole county.
Yeah.
Which then brings us to Dunsmuir.
Oh, yeah.
So talk about Dunsmuir.
Well, we already shared. We had a nice Zoom the other day with Chrissy in Dunsmuir.
Awesome.
She's been working with another group of people down there. They've been trying to figure out how to solve this affordable housing thing too.
Same thing like us.
Yeah, they've been working with trying to figure out like maybe a land trust and create a tiny house kind of thing, or some, what can they do down there? And so yeah, so we had a great talk with her, and now they're also looking at bringing the tiny house on wheels ordinance to Dunsmuir and try to get it on the agenda and see if we can get it down there too. And somebody's already got it brought to Weed. So they've already brought it to the council in Weed, and so they're working on trying to pass it there as well.
So Justin, if you can hear me, city manager of Weed, and I'll text you again tomorrow. But yeah, one of our people took the tiny house ordinance from Mount Shasta to him and saying, hey, this is what's happening over there. We want that to happen. And then we went to Lake Shastina and told them, now take the ordinance straight to the planning commission and put it on the agenda. Once you get a solid date, we can throw 30 people at it and help them make a recommendation for council.
Yeah.
And so that's what's happening in Dunsmuir right now. And that's what's happening in Weed right now. So our attention is on both of those cities and coming to your city soon.
Okay.
What else?
Yeah, I think
we got church February 1st.
Yep.
Sunday. What's that, a week from now? That's next week Sunday?
Yeah, next Sunday.
Next week Sunday we sing. I sing with the band. She's on the board, the music board. What do you call that? Soundboard.
Media booth.
And so we'll both be there, the gathering. And so for all of you brothers and sisters out there, we'll see you there at the gathering, Mount Shasta.
Yeah, and we already covered this.
Yeah, following Tuesday, February 3rd, is Wairika, the second public hearing at 6:30. And then here's the big announcement. Our next community dinner is
on February 21st. So this is going to be third Saturday.
Third Saturday for February.
Just because.
Because why?
Because Valentine's Day is
on the
on second Saturday of February. So we thought, that's probably not the best day to...
I love you guys. I don't love you guys that much. I love you. I do.
We figured we'd have a better turnout for our thing.
Go be with your lovey.
Yeah. We thought, unless we want to make it like a speed dating, but that would be ridiculous.
No.
Speed dating for people who are interested in tiny houses.
Take your candlelight and your steak and shrimp dinner. Go do it with yourself. Go to Pipeline. Go somewhere else.
Yeah,
I'm going with mine, and we'll see you guys on the third Saturday in February on the 21st. And this time, I think
from now for the foreseeable future, we're going to be having it at what used to be the Nazarene Church. It's the place where they do the rad camp.
Carter, what's the address for the Nazarene? 954 North Old Stage Road.
Tell me why my 12-year-old has that memorized. I don't know.
No idea. But he does.
He does.
So write that on your calendar immediately right now. And then we'll give you more updates as we get closer, whether we can have a tiny house brought down to us from Oregon from a cousin and possibly take a tour. We're going to City Council tomorrow night in order to give an invitation to all the council members, planning councils, support staffs, all the chiefs. We're inviting everybody.
As always. As always.
So, that's it.
Yeah.
Namaste yata e aloha kako. We got a family movie that we want to watch.
Yeah, we got to go.
Deuces.
Okay, bye.